What's up, Big Bear Nation? Welcome back to the homestead. So it's another great day on the homestead. It's actually a little bit warmer than the last time we talked, but the sun's not as bright, so, and a little bit of wind, but still perfect conditions for us to be out here cleaning up the property, getting everything ready for the spring. And one of the things that we have on the agenda is this area right behind me. We had been storing a lot of the trees that we knocked down. We were taking the big clumps and bringing them back here. A lot of the pieces we were cutting up, putting them in the canine, and then stacking them on the back side of our shop. Well, over the summer, with all the rain and everything, there's been a lot of briars and grass and everything that's grown up over there. And so we've decided that we're going to take all that wood and go ahead, now that we have the wood shed built, we're gonna go ahead and take all of that wood over to be split and stacked. And we're going to use that area for something else. Now, if you've been following us over the past couple of months, you know that this past summer, we got hit pretty hard with some predators, and it wasn't all at one time, it was over the whole course of the summer. We lost some broilers at the beginning of the spring and into the summer, and then towards the end of the summer we lost quite a few of our turkeys. We've since eliminated the problems because there was more than one, and we started talking about maybe it's time for us to have a permanent coop and run, at least for this following season, so that we can protect our chickens and kind of build up our breeding program. So that begs the question, where were we going to put them? Well, I obviously wasn't going to put them along the back fence line where we've had all of the predators coming through. So I started talking to Jason, and I said, well, maybe we need to bring it closer to the house. Well, the garden area is already set, the firewood area is already set, so where do we put them? Well, if you saw our last video, we revamped the hay barn. And this area right beside the hay barn, let me show you, and I'm sure you've seen in past videos, we had all of our scrap piles right here. And admittedly, some of it had become kind of a catch-all where we would just, to get things out of the way, we would put it over here. Well, we started thinking this is probably a really good spot for us to house the chicken coop, the permanent chicken coop, because we have an idea that we want to run, and I think we'll have plenty of space to be able to do it. Now, of course, we are going to take out this big tree, so there will be a fun video with that, I'm sure. But this is where we're going to put the permanent coop. But that means in order to be able to do that, we have to clear up this spot. And that begged the question, well, where are we gonna put it? So now we're gonna head back here over to where the back of the shop was, where all the wood is, to be able to get that out of the way, to be able to stack all of this stuff over there. Now this area behind us, we can't really use for much. There's a lot of like concrete and big just pieces of granite popping up out of the grass, and we think that's because there used to be maybe chicken farms or something back here, so we can't really grow anything back here. And when we put animals back here, it tends to be a problem because they scratch up stuff that we don't want them scratching up. So this is the perfect place for us to be able to store stuff. One, because there's plenty, I mean, you could see from that end of the shop all the way across, there's plenty of space for us to put things in an organized fashion so that we can get to them quickly. One of the things when we were doing the wood shed we ran into was trying to find pieces of tin. Now we've organized all of the tin, and even more so, we got it up off the ground, put it on a pallet so that it's not soaking into the ground and rotting over time. It'll have a chance, if it rains, water can run off of it and be gone instead of sitting on the tin. So my question to you is, what are you doing during this fall and winter season? Are you in a region where it's cold enough that you have to stay inside and stay warm by the fire? Or are you in a region like we are, where you can get out, get your hands dirty, and get some stuff cleaned and done. Thank you for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.